Hey there, Belinda. How's it going? This is Courtney, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do to help more people find your business when they're looking online. And the reason why I'm doing this is just simply because business owners are just way too busy, running their business and doing other things. They don't really have the time to figure out all of the stuff that goes into how to make yourself more presentable online, right? And honestly, business owners just don't know who's an expert when it comes to this kind of thing. So what I'm actually going to do is I created this video because I just want to help out in the best way that I can, because I understand, I get it. So I'm going to go over 3 things you can actually use, which are content, citations, and backlinks. And if you like what you see and you want to learn more about it, or maybe you're interested in wanting to do more with me, then message me, text me. Christian will give you my phone number and we can go from there. All right. So we're just going to hop right on in and just start going. I wanted the first face that you see to be something of your business. The first thing I want to go over is actually website content. I know you do not have a website at the moment. So with this video, for this part, I'm kind of just going to cover the benefits of what having a website will do for you. And then I'm going to show you what a couple of your competitors in your area are doing and why they're actually successful. So I'm actually going to cover their website content just to give you an idea of what I'm about to discuss. So going into website content, with a website, you want to make sure that there are enough words on it, right? And I know that's simple, but to explain it simply, when people search for what you do, Google has to figure out which business to show them. And one way it does this is by reading what's on the home page, okay? So the first page that pops up, this is, that's what your home page is, right? So if there's not enough information and there's only a few sentences, Google's not going to be sure about what you really do. So right now we don't have a website to kind of go over that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you an example from one of your competitors, Roche's Florist. And I know it says Florist, but they also do gift baskets as well, just like you do. So that's kind of why I showed them, just to give you an idea. So I pulled up a website counter, and this over here basically just shows how much content is on a homepage. So these guys are looking at 334. And then I did another competitor for you over here. And this is James Cross. All right, so these guys have about a little over 1,300 words, right? And then just to give you an idea of what I mean by content, so basically, what do I mean by content, right? So basically, everything that you see that's highlighted, so icons, images, pretty much anything. This is what Google scans when they come through a website, and you just want to make sure your website has the proper information for them to look at. So, Courtney, what does content mean, right? So you don't just want to have any content. You want to make sure you also include important specifications like keywords, right? And if you're not familiar, a keyword is a word or phrase that people search up each month just to help resolve their issues or concerns, just things that people go throughout the day, week, and you can miss out on a lot of potential buyers by not having those keywords properly placed. I'm going to go into a little bit more about what I mean by that, but basically, again, like that. So you want to make sure you have those keywords embedded in the content, embedded in the images, icons, and just to give you a better idea. So I'm going to just see if this one is properly labeled. All right, for these guys. So these guys do not have their logo properly labeled, properly optimized when coming onto the website. So they would need to make sure that all of their photos, all of their icons have those keywords embedded, okay? And next, what we're going to do is we're going to move on over to Eris. this is a tool that gives me behind the scenes details on things that Google looks at when it comes to ranking a site. I just came over here just to look at a couple of things, one of them being the keywords, and I pulled up a couple of competitors in Farmville, VA, just to give you an idea. And these guys are this is Farmville, right? Okay, this is Farmville. Here's their website right here. Oops. Here's their website right here. They also do gift baskets. All of the guys that I have for you are people who do gift baskets in your area, and they're doing pretty well. So these guys have about 4 keywords that they're ranking for. We're just going to take a look at what these keywords are, right? So these are exact phrases that people are searching up, okay? So here's a good example of a keyword, Farmville flower basket. All right, so that's an example of a keyword. Okay, so you just want to make sure the keywords, you don't want to pick any keyword either. So you want to make sure that the keywords are relevant to what your business does. And for you, you want to make sure to define if a keyword is good for you to use for your business, is you want to make sure it has what you do, flower baskets, and a location, which is Farmville. Okay, so we're going to take a look at one of your other competitors over here. All right, and then let's just see. Okay, these are good ones. Right, and then one of the things you want to be wary of, so keywords with your business name are okay for branding, but you don't want to rely on them completely, because not everybody knows your business name. So you want to make sure you have keywords that are geared towards people who will search up things that you're doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this keyword right here, since they're both ranking for, I'm gonna take a keyword and I'm gonna place it into Google just to give you an idea. So gift baskets, Farmville, VA, and then we're just gonna go over the page. Okay, so over here, so next we're gonna go into the second thing. This is gonna go into the second thing I like to discuss, and that is actually getting yourself listed into a lot of places. Okay, so over here I do see that you do have your Google business profile up here that you have listed, right? And the goal is you do want to be in the top 3 results. Typically how it works is the higher you are, the more clicks you get. Sometimes people with more reviews will get more clicks, but typically it's the higher you are, the more clicks you get. And how to actually get up here is actually pretty simple. So what we have over here in this section is called the map pack, and this is basically how Google gives relevance to your business. And this is basically where your business's name, address, and phone number are listed. Okay, and how to actually get up here is you want to place your business name. Just going to show you a picture to help illustrate. You want to have your business name, address, and phone number listed on hundreds of directories. Okay, so places like BBB, Yelp, CityStar, Facebook, and so many more. And the goal is you do want to have more than your competitor, because the more you have, the more trust you gain. The more trust you gain from Google than them, and then they would bump you above them. So that's basically how that works. And how to do that is there are actually tools out there that show you what citations your competitors are listed on, like what places your hub competitor has their citations listed on, and then we just go get those citations for you. And but you don't just want to match them, right? We want to dominate, so we want to get what they got and then add 50 to 100 more, because we also want it to take a long time for them to catch up. Okay, right? And then just to recap, these are called citations. The citations are the name, address, and phone number. Okay, so going into the last thing I wanted to go over, and that is getting other sites to link back at you, aka backlinks. All right, so again, you do want to be in the top results, and the reason why is because the higher you are, the more clicks you get. Right, so in order to get up there, you want to have authority, which is just someone who knows their stuff. And how you actually get authority how you actually get authority is simple, kind of simple like the citation. So you want to have other websites linking to your business, okay? And so think of it like this. So if a local news site or a community blog mentions your business and links it to your website, that's them basically saying, hey, Google, these guys are legit. They know what they're talking about. I highly recommend them. Google will look at that and then they will give you a boost, right? Now, not all links are created equal. Because you are doing, excuse me, because you do gift baskets, you're going to want sites, into articles or blogs that talk about gift baskets or, top 10 gift basket business owners in the area. You want to get stuff like that to link to you, because that is a lot more effective and a lot more powerful than having something like, a Pizza Hut, right? Because you don't sell pizza. So head on back over here to Ahrefs, which is a tool that just lets us see what backlinks, that also lets us see backlinks. One of your competitors is sitting at 54 backlinks. And then you have another competitor that is sitting at 66. And the thing with backlinks is you can only have backlinks if you have a website. So which is why it's another reason why having a website is good, because you get up here, then you get a lot more clicks, you get a lot more people coming to your business. So that's kind of how that works, and how to go about getting backlinks is similar with tools like Ahrefs. We can see exactly which backlinks your competitor has, and then we just go get those exact same ones for you, right? It's more so a quality over quantity thing, so we want the more powerful ones to point towards you. And that's basically everything for this video. Just want to do a recap really quickly. So first thing you want to do, we want to get your website, right? And for that website, we want to get you content. We want to get around 1,500 words, at least 1,500 words on your homepage. This makes it easy for Google and people to understand your business. You want to get yourself some citations for your business, Google business profile. This will we want to get your business name, address, and phone number listed on 200 to 300 sites. That's beat out to your competition by a long shot, and backlinks. We want to get other relevant sites to point to you so Google sees you as the go-to in your area. You want to do these 3 things and you'll be way ahead of most of your competition. Now, with this information I provide you, you can go ahead and do this yourself. I'm totally cool with that. But if you want to, if this is like a little too much for you to do, and you kind of would like some help or a plan, or to see where this could go if we did something together, then that's perfectly fine too. I would love to help you out. Just give me a call or shoot me a text at 218-517-5513, or you can just tell Christian to reach out to me, whichever is more comfortable for you. Either way, I really hope this video helped you. Have a great day. Bye.